Welcome back to another Cormac on Cars video, and today we are going to answer an important question. The era of when supercars were made at their best, the pinnacle, the era, the golden years of supercars. This was built to rival the legendary, this sensational Ferrari 458, Noble M600, the Audi R8 V10, and of course the Lamborghini's Aventador LP700-4. So let's just go over this, because this is its main rival was the 458. Both have dual clutch gearbox systems, the 430 before that, single plate clutch. This has got the 3.8 litre twin turbo V8, 592 brake horsepower. However, this one's had a chip like a lot of them, been up to 616 brake horsepower. This car was developed at the Top Gear test track, Dunsfold Aerodrome, in Dunsfold, Surrey, Dunsfold Park. And for me, we are going to go out in it in a little bit and show you how good this car is and talk about why it's better than a 458. But I think with this, McLaren were just thinking about how do we give this? They were over-engineering it. I think it's a very over-engineered car, which is good. But you know that McLaren boffins with big ears and frizzy hair and sticky out teeth, we're thinking, right, how can we make this car go fast around the corner? Because after, you know, they'd made a car, the McLaren F1, but when they came back as another company, they'd obviously worked with the Mercedes on the McLaren Mercedes SLR with the 5.4 supercharged V8, and then this is their first take to modern generation supercar, their first generation supercar, and then followed on by the 650S. But do you know what I like most? You told me about here. You're probably thinking, how do you get into it? Well, the door handle is called swipe. You do that, and then another one, up it goes. Then the gold wing doors, and then cocoon in the cabin. What you do is you get down like this, sit on this like pillar here, and slide in like that. I'm going to start it up for you so you can listen to this glorious V8. Got the keys for it, you see. Then obviously just pull down the window. I'll give it a bit of a flick. In style like this. I just want to show you around the back. I think we'll leave the door up on it because it looks cool. You can really hear that lovely V8 bellow. And if you look on the glass just here, you can see it's carbon fibre. And that V8 sits right down in the middle to give you better weight distribution as well. Producing 592 horsepower. This one's been chipped to 660. No, what just happened here? Isn't that a true piece of working art? I think it looks absolutely fantastic. I do think the 458 looks better at the front, but is this the better car? That's what we're going to find out. So I hope you enjoy this video. This car is amazing. Already I can tell that you can tell that the McLaren engineers have been so busy at work with this car. Everything about it is millimetrically perfect, from the steering to the gear change. Everything about this car is wonderful. So I'm going to show you what 616 horsepower sounds like. This is so easy to drive, but the cabin is very, very cramped, and you can really feel that because McLaren are a race car team, you can really feel the racing technology in the car. The way the suspension is working on the roads, how quick the gear changes are, you know that this car has been very well engineered, and you can really feel that it is designed for the track. With a lot of the supercars, they feel really hard to drive, but this feels no harder to drive than a normal everyday car. It sticks to the road well, it's comfy, I've got lots of headroom. Alright, I might be a bit cramped on the seats, but it's a really nicely laid out and thought out car as well. Here I can put the powertrain into sport and race mode and all like that. I'm currently on automatic. The dual clutch gearbox is a lot better than a single plate clutch gearbox, and you can't feel it changing, because usually flappy paddle gearbox in later flappy paddle cars were very juddery. This is absolute sublime, and it's like other supercars, it's not overly wide, so it's easy to live with and easy to drive. And we're in central London driving. I cannot say that I've driven a supercar as good as this. It's miles better than the 458. Yes, that might be the better looking car. The R8's too sensible with that. Yes, even though it has a V10, it might be not as berserk as the Aventador with its naturally aspirated 6.5 litre V12. But this is sensational. I'm actually shaking with excitement. This car is amazing. It's far exceeded my expectations as a supercar, and I know McLaren's are very good engineers, but God, they've worked their magic with this. And I've got to say, and I genuinely mean this, I think it's the best car that I've ever driven. You've got me on camera saying that. It's what this supercar is all about. It looks great, it's got the theatre, it's got the pantomime, but there's just the edge on it of the 458 at the front that makes it look a little bit better. Yeah, I love it. You feel like when you're driving on these busy streets of London, you are very sceptical about driving it, but it's like a little mosquito. It's this agile, you turn the boom, it goes straight into the corner. And the suspension's so clever on it. There's no throttle response or turbo lag, which you get in a lot of supercars. In London, this is what supercars are all about, especially this. It's just a pose around Knightsbridge and central London and Mayfair, and everyone, I mean everyone, looks at it. It's just a shame we're not allowed to drive it with the doors up, because I think that's illegal. The other supercars tend to have the carbon ceramics, but these brakes are excellent on the car. Look at that, I'm just going to show you. They stop you instantaneously, and it really gives you that confidence to drive this car at speed and feel safe, because the car's so planted and responds. You feel like you can drive this car, and it's like a child in many ways, your own child. You know how it's going to react, and that you know how to control it when it does react like that. But it's a monster of a machine. This is 200 plus mile an hour. British engineering at its best. I think I've fallen in love with it. It is sensational. I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed this, but I think that says it all. And driving it along like this, it's very quiet, but you put your foot down a little bit. That V8 is just the right growl. It's not deafening your ears. I can hear my passenger when I'm talking to them. It's just a really fantastic, amazing, quintessential supercar, and it rewrote the history books. It's simplistic as well. You've got this screen here, you've got that nice air vent just there, and all your buttons here. You've got your drive, your neutral, your reverse, your central locking, your boot, obviously your launch control. We're not going to use that though. And obviously you can make the car quicker, putting it into race mode. That will quicken up the throttle response even more, the gear change. But yeah, I'm comfy, I'm happy, it's spacious, lots of headroom, and these bucket seats are lovely and tight. With this supercar, especially the McLaren, it's a car you could, you know, rack up a load of miles in and still feel comfortable when you get out of it at the end. It's that much of a good car and that comfy. You don't think it's a supercar, but it is. In town it's easy to drive, like I said, it's not too big, it's not too wide, it fits within the lanes. The gears are really responsive, it's not judder like they are in other supercars and all that, especially the single plate clutch gearbox supercars. It's so easy to drive and great to have fun with as well. But this is a very special example. It's finished in a meticulously dark blue and only covered 4,936 miles from new. And that answers another question. Yes, it is better than a Ferrari 458. But like I said, these mid-2010 supercars, I think are the ones to buy, because I think investment-wise, they are going to go up in price, especially cars like this. They rewrote the history books of supercars. This defines a supercar, like the Lamborghini Aventador and the 458. That is how good this thing is. Here we go. Here's Harrods coming up on the right. How good does this look? This is certain like a what do you call it? Like a judging panel. How many people will turn to look at your car and how many thumbs up will it get? It's getting loads of looks. I'll put it into neutral. I'll just blip the engine. Coming up here, there's a Rolls-Royce Phantom drop head. It's turning into a bit of a car spot in the video as well. That's the end of the video of the McLaren MP4-12C. Make sure you tune into my YouTube channel, Cormac on Cars, to see more videos with big cars like this. The legendary McLaren MP4-12C.